I've noticed that the further I go in this series, the meaner I become. Hey there, hi there, ho there, Andrew here, and we are on episode 8 of The Bachelor. That means we only have 4 women left for Ben Higgins to choose from. They are Amanda, mother of 2, divorce of 1, I left my boyfriend Kayla, JoJo the Unicorn, and punny girl Lauren B. So let's get to the first one-on-one date. Now remember, these one-on-one dates are actually hometown dates for the ladies, so that means that Ben goes to the ladies' hometown, and the first hometown that we're going to is Orange County, California, for Amanda, where we get a chance to see that she doesn't have a very secure top on. Amanda mentions to Ben that she hasn't seen her kids yet, and that she will be seeing them for the first time in over a month when Ben sees them. It's kind of funny how the audience thinks that this courting process is a lot longer than 30 days so far, because we're getting weekly installments, and it's been 2 months for us so far. So Amanda finally gets a chance to see her kids and introduce them to the man that is dating their mommy and 3 other women. Romance. Ben plays with the kids, and this picture here really sums up the reality of reality TV. How could any of these dates be as romantic as we envision them when you've got 8 people around you trying to film it? Ben definitely has his ups and downs on this date. Ups being the fact that he gets a chance to kiss Amanda numerous times and he gets to play with her kids. Not so much fun on the way back from the beach to Amanda's place when the kids start crying. And when the kids are crying, you can really see the reality hit Ben's face hard on this reality TV show. Getting a chance to meet Amanda's family, we get comments from Ben's family that we all have asked, and that is, Ben could probably be a good father, but is he ready to be an insta-dad? And after seeing his face, no. Ben ends the date with Amanda by reading to her kids a little fairy tale that is called How I Broke Your Mommy's Heart. Amanda, mother of 2, opportunities of 1, gets to tell the confessional shot that she loves Ben. But does she tell Ben? No. Okay. To the second one-on-one date. We are now in Portland, punny girl Lauren B's neck of the woods. I personally think Lauren B makes the best of her time here. She takes Ben to the famous food truck row that is in Portland and tries, unbeknownst to him, comfort foods like grilled cheese and donuts. Man food. Notice the reality of that reality TV picture. Again, nothing like having a little intimacy between you, the one that you really are loving, and 7 or 8 other people trying to film it. She, of course, wraps up this little one-on-one time with some alcohol at a whiskey library. Well, that's nice, but where's all the rum? They then go to see her family, and we find out that her nickname is Lolo. Wow, it's a good thing she's not ugly, otherwise she would be known as Trollolo. When the family gets a chance to pull Ben aside and ask him about him and Lauren B, he says things like, I can't put words to it, I'm just very lucky. Well, that's a confidence booster. And he also cries in front of her sister. Man. We end the date with punny girl Lauren B telling her family and the confessional shot that she loves Ben. Does she tell him? No. Well, that's now 2 women that love Ben that didn't tell him. The third is bound to say something. To the third one-on-one date. This is a hometown date in Ohio where I left my boyfriend Kayla takes Ben to a bench. A bench? Yeah, a bench. It's a bench where Kayla has seen other couples spending their time together, and she wants to do it with him. Alright. Side note, Kayla's father is Chris Quinn, who is the CEO of Step 2 brand toys. That's probably some of the toys that Amanda's kids play with. So Kayla takes Ben to the Step 2 factory, and they get a chance to design and build their very own home. I have to be honest, this is the best hometown date so far. However, when your father is a CEO of a major company, you can pull this kind of stuff off. Otherwise, you're eating donuts at a food truck or you're playing with kids on the beach with sand crammed up your... Cracking jokes aside, Ben seems to have a lot of fun on this date. After building the house, Ben carries her out of the factory. I have to say, this is the most physical couple. She is always draping her legs around him. Is anybody else getting flashbacks of Richard Gere in the movie Officer and a Gentleman, or is it just me? So now, I left my boyfriend Kayla has taken Ben home to see the parents. Kayla's mom is Filipino, and there is an awkwardness about Filipino culture here. And it's not coming from Ben. Kayla's mom asked Ben, have you ever met Filipinos before? What? And then her dad mentions how when you marry a Filipino, you are suddenly adopted into a huge community. Did being Filipino suddenly make you some type of Native American tribe? What kind of talk is that? And of course, CEO Dad has to show his protective side by asking Ben about his microwave fame. I guess that's quicker than 15 minutes of fame. Nothing lasts 15 minutes in a microwave. All that coming from a glorified toy maker. So after all of this great dinner conversation, Kayla goes ahead and tells the confessional and her parents that she loves Ben. Did she bring herself to tell Ben? No. Research has shown so far that 3 out of 4 women that love Ben don't tell him. So the 4th one's gotta be the charm, right? I mean, we only got 1 left. So let's go to the fourth one-on-one date. We get to JoJo's hometown of Dallas, Texas, and as a Philadelphia Eagle fan, I threw up a little in my mouth. We see JoJo the unicorn show up at her place, and there's a dozen roses and a love note waiting at the door for her. Of course, she is smitten, and then she reads the note. And she finds out that the note is from her ex-boyfriend, Chad. Now she looks like she just threw up a little in her mouth. Misery loves company. She decides to call Chad and tell him that she doesn't want anything to do with him, and I have to say this. This guy, Chad, has as much excitement and emotion talking about the love that he has and how he wants her back as the character Carl does from Family Guy. After the phone call, Ben shows up and he sees that JoJo is sad, and then they have an uncomfortable conversation, which is only the appetizer of what is coming ahead. Now we get a chance to see JoJo's family, and this should make any guy run right now. Her father is basically non-existent in this family and is hardly a patriarch at all. And her mother is quite the mousy woman, and the only thing that is memorable about her is that she has had plastic surgery and she likes to drink wine. And the siblings? Psst. JoJo's sister asks the typical 5-year plan to Ben, and then Ben gets a verbal beatdown from the two brothers that are so overprotective, it seems like they're trying to get their own reality TV show. And why does that dude look familiar? Wait a minute, JoJo's brother is Bachelor Ben from Eva Longoria's show Ready for Love. And he's judgmental towards Ben for being the Bachelor? So the brother proposed and got engaged to a girl named Angela at the end of Ready for Love. They didn't make it though. So then the brother started to date Bachelor alum Jamie Otis, who was on a previous Bachelor show with another Bachelor named Ben, whose last name I think was Flashnick. But that didn't work out between brother Ben Patton and Bachelor alum Jamie Otis, because Jamie Otis left him and then wound it up on another reality TV show called Married at First Sight, in which she married a guy named Doug Henner on the very first episode. Here's a picture from his Twitter account with JoJo and the family after they met 3 women that he was dating. This family might be addicted to reality TV in a way much more than I am, and I can say one thing about this family. They are a train wreck. And out of all of this confusion, JoJo tells her family and the confessional shot that she loves Ben. Does she tell Ben? No. What is going on? I'm getting a chance to see why Ben thinks he's so unlovable. 4 out of 4 women that say that they love him won't tell him that they love him. To the rose ceremony. We only got 3 roses left, so that means one lady's gotta go, and the roses go out to punny girl Lauren B, I left my boyfriend Kayla, and JoJo the unicorn. Crazy family trumps crying kids. And that means that we gotta say goodbye to Amanda, mother of 2, husband of 0. She was my favorite to win this show. Well, at least up until this episode. After walking her out, Amanda sticks up for herself and says, if you didn't know that I was the one, why did you fly me all the way out here just to fly me back? Because that's the show and you signed up for it. Yeah, well, Ben doesn't say that. She gets in the limo, drives off, and he begins to do a confessional shot of how great Amanda is, but he gets way too choked up to say anything. And they never get back to it, which means that Ben never said anything nice about Amanda. How rude. So there's 3 left. Who do you think is going to end up? Leave a comment below. And if you like the video, tap the like button and please share with your friends, because this channel only grows with your support. Don't forget to subscribe so you get notified the moment I upload. And I will see you in the next video.